Hey everybody, this is Death Metal Chronicles, episode some number. So the headlines for today is the Marine Corps is invading Northern Virginia, and there's a snowpocalypse cleanup, and it's mandatory. And this is well, that was bourbon. But this
is Wolf Blitzer. Here in the Situation Room.
Wolf Blitzer.
In the Situation Room. Oh yeah, I'm in the Situation Room. I'm ready right now.
I can't see it. The Marine Corps Commandant hosts book burning at the 8th and I. Washington, in the wake of censoring the Marine Corps Times and removing it from prominent newsstand locations at base exchange stores worldwide, Commandant of the Marine Corps General James Amos continued his campaign of professionalization by hosting a book burning at the Marine Barracks, 8th and I. Sources confirmed today. After publishing a directive prohibiting commanders from using budget funds to purchase the Times, Amos ordered a barracks-wide search for Marine Times contraband and other publications he viewed as subversive or undermined his awakening movement. "We're trying to reawaken the ethical character of our Marines," said Amos. "Intellectual activity outside the approved Commandant's reading list is a danger to the purity of Marine character. Offensive books like Terminal Lance's Popular Knife Hands and Major General Smedley Butler's War is a Racket were hurled through barracks windows Wednesday evening in what Lance Corporals are now referring to as the Bay of Broken Glass." Isn't that a Holocaust thing?
I think so.
Oh my god. Working parties unceremoniously dumped the books on the 8th and I parade deck along with copies of Marine Corps Times. Also among the contraband publications was a 3-volume set of The Completes of Calvin and Hobbes. The Marine Corps Inquirer and other morally corrupt tomes promote an ideology that is strictly un-Marine, said Amos, while hurling kerosene on a stack of impure literature. "They fly in the face of ethical reawakening of the Marine spirit. We need a literally purge of base exchanges and barracks rooms. Today start a new age of Marine strength and purity that will last 1,000 years." With that, the Commandant wiped his ass with the latest issue of Marine Corps Times, then lit it on fire before throwing it on the heap of subversive material. "Marines, the age of arrogant journalistic intellectualism is now at an end," exclaimed Amos over the flames. "We are doing the right thing at this midnight hour to consign to the flames the unclean spirit of past 12 years. This is a great, powerful, and symbolic act. Out of ashes, the phoenix of the new Corps shall rise. O century, O science, it is a joy to be alive." As the bonfire erupted in flames accompanied by working parties singing the Marines' hymn, General Amos revealed a new periodical to be added in front of areas of exchanges across the Corps, titled Reveille. It will be the official publication of the Marine Awakening. Reveille, set to hit newsstands later this week, will feature tips and tricks to get a better PFT score and buy some proper uniform wear, and a new Terminal Lance-esque comic strip called Hoorah Devil Dog. Oh my god, I feel gross. At the completion of the Commandant's DC area book burning, Amos told reporters that he would conduct similar cleansing events from the 2nd Marines in North Carolina all the way down to the 3rd Marine Reich in Hawaii. That was so good. Jeez.
Hey, it's Wolf in the Situation Room. I'm here in the Situation Room, and it's Wolf Blitzer, and I'm in the Situation Room right now, and there's a Snowpocalypse going on. Holy shit! There's a bunch of Marines, and now they're mandatorily cleaning up all the snow. Holy shit! Watch that Lance Corporal. What is he doing? Put it on the ground. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now. And now, Wolf Blitzer will now read the Code of Conduct by the Marine Corps. You shall sit in silence, listening to his every word. Your turn, dude, to Death Metal Chronicles. Hope you guys are enjoying the show so far.
Oh my god.
How are you enjoying that bourbon there, buddy?
Like, you know when sometimes you're drinking and you accidentally exhale? Well, I just did that. And all the fumes went to my eyes, and it burns. So it's good. I like it.
Burns like the Marine Corps Code of Conduct, doesn't it?
It burns so good. It burns really good. What is this?
Let's see.
Is this Fighting Cock again?
No, this is Colonel's Pride.
Oh.
Speaking of the Colonel, General Amos.
Oh my god.
Let me hit you up a little bit of splash more of that.
Mish.
Bam! So, what are you up to this week, Jose?
Oh, this week is very disappointing, actually.
Why is that?
Because I missed school yesterday and today.
They didn't even have school today?
Oh, the roads were too much.
Because of the Snowpocalypse?
Yeah, Snowpocalypse.
All the Marine Corps guys on the side of the roads, cleaning up the roads.
Oh yeah, Northern Virginia.
Mandatorily.
But yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't go to school because I look forward to that stuff every day because I learn things.
Were you talking about you're in a political science class right now?
Yes, I actually had it. We're supposed to have it today. Well, not political science, but I have American National Politics class every Tuesdays and Thursdays.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, they kind of intertwine because one of them is more general. Well, just political science entailing everything, and American National Politics is more, American based.
Yeah.
So.
What are you guys studying right now in American National Politics?
We were studying about the separation of state and...
Church and state?
No, not church and state. State and federal powers and how they can kind of intertwine and kind of hold the same power. And I mean, sometimes it just really depends on what the issue is. Sometimes some things happen and people hold the state responsible, or they might hold the federal government responsible. So that's what we learned. Especially, for natural disasters, who's really responsible for an area? Is it the federal government, or the state government, local government? Who holds ultimately the huge responsibility of taking care of all the people, making sure everybody's okay?
What do you think it is? So you lived in Virginia.
Well,
you lived in Maryland.
I think we all have an obligation to, help each other out. But if you want to point fingers of something it's mostly when something goes wrong when people want to hold each other accountable. So I think it's up to us, ultimately. I mean, if you think about it,
is the people who live in a specific area.
I mean, of course. I mean, if you're gonna live in an area that has natural disasters almost every other year, well, of course you have to prepare.
Houston, Texas.
Yeah. So
Louisiana.
So that's ridiculous to make someone responsible for your choice to live there. I mean, I can understand if like it came out of nowhere or something. But
don't they pay federal taxes, Jose? I mean, come on.
And FEMA? Like, who?
Well, there you go. Doesn't everyone pay for FEMA?
Yes.
The taxpayers at large,
Right.
federal taxes.
That's another reason why responsibility is a big thing. So if you have FEMA, what do they do? You know, before they were their own separate entity, and they could go and you know, go to the president and, you know, ask him if they could do this and if they could, you know, get troops and stuff. And then they got moved into the Department of Homeland Security in the 90s or 80s or something.
Something like that, yeah.
And so there was more bureaucracy and just a lot more bullshit for them to actually do anything. Plus, they told us, you know, I learned.
Us as in
Yes.
Marines?
No, as a student, that the FEMA was more like a political parking lot, I guess. What they were telling us, where they would appoint people as favors in positions, right?
No, it's an executive level department.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, obviously they're going.
Yeah, so they're not really putting anybody that's qualified for emergency situations or, you know, anything like that. So it's just fucking people, random ass people.
They're probably appointees, especially at the higher level.
No, they.
Well, it's an executive level thing, so it's
Yeah.
like the DNI, like the Directorate of National Intelligence. He's someone who's appointed by the president, not, you know, elected or anything. We don't get to elect the, you know, Directorate of National Intelligence.
No, right.
That's not possible. You do not have democratic change and hope over changing that, you know.
Yeah. But I think we're kind of going towards of not holding each other accountable for things like that, and making other people, you know, having to take care of us, like the government and our state and stuff like that. And that's not how things should be run, or should run. We should help each other.
That also makes me question, where's the National Guard?
Well, yeah, that's another thing.
So the people that are
That's the
local,
thing.
where are they? So if they're not in America,
Yeah.
where are they at? Well, the Ohio National Guard right now is in Egypt. I'm pretty sure Ohio doesn't extend into Egypt.
Right.
Where's all of California's Marine?
Sometimes I think the military's just deployed just to get their ribbon or their unit's ribbons and stuff. Because, I mean, what other reason is there? What other reason is for the Homeland, you know, not the Homeland, but National Guard to be in other countries except, hey, here's a fucking ribbon for being out in fucking shithole country. Congratulations, and you get to come back and do whatever. Because some of these deployments just don't make any sense anymore. Except ribbons and probably boosting the country's economy, you know what I mean? Is that here?
Read it.
Military bases cope with harsh winter storm. From the south through the mid-Atlantic, military installations are grappled with the wintry mix of snow, ice, and sleet that has created dangerous road conditions, prompting some bases to close. In Washington, D.C., the confirmation hearing for Robert Work as Deputy Secretary of Defense and Michael McCord as Defense Department's Controller was postponed from Thursday to February 20. What? As Defense Department's Controller. The Pentagon was operating on a holiday schedule, said Air Force Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Crowson, a DoD spokesman. The National Military Command Center, the nerve center for U.S. military operations worldwide, is open, as is Dominic's, the restaurant in the Pentagon known as the one place where you can get the cup of coffee for 24 hours a day. What is this?
This is Military Times.
No way.
This isn't actually a fake post. This is actually
What
real.
the fuck?
Keep reading.
Stop, dude.
Just keep reading.
This is retarded. This isn't real.
This is actually real.
Elsewhere in the region, Joint Base Andrews, Maryland, is closed except for mission essential personnel, according to a message posted on the 11th Wing's Facebook page Wednesday night.
Because that's a reputable site.
Dude, really? Come on. Other Air Force bases fared better. Dover Air Force Base, Delaware, and Joint Base Charleston, South Carolina, open late on Thursday, but all personnel are reporting for duty, officials said. Dude. There's no way, like, people would open late. That's fucking stupid for the military. They don't run on fucking...
Let's just read the end of it.
Wait, go back. I want to read the whole thing, actually. This is ridiculous. There's no way this is real. Wait, I was at the other Air Force bases fared better. Dover Air Force... Wait, I already read that. Meanwhile, Fort Bragg and Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Fort Jackson in Columbia, South Carolina, are both closed along with their Department of Defense Education Activity Schools, according to both installations' websites. Road conditions are still at black, states a message on the Fort Jackson website. This means only essential vehicles are authorized. Please stay off the roads. If you must go out, take it slow and be careful. Fort Gordon in Augusta, Georgia, has curtailed operations on Thursday, with only mission essential personnel reporting for duty. A spokesperson for base told Military Times via Facebook. What? Dude! Is this a real article?
This is actually real.
The base's roads should be used only by emergency vehicles. Personnel currently on base are advised to stay off the roads until conditions improve. Likewise, Joint Base McGuire, Dix, Lakehurst, New Jersey, has limited operations Thursday with only mission essential personnel required to come to work. A message posted on the base's Facebook page says, road conditions are hazardous due to ice, snow, high winds, and reduced visibility. All drivers who must be on the roads should use extreme caution and reduce speeds at 15 miles per hour throughout the base or joint base and 5 miles per hour in all housing areas and parking lots, the message says. Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia is open Thursday, but other Navy bases in Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Connecticut are limited to mission essential personnel, according to Navy Region Mid-Atlantic. No way. Dude, come on. The Marines seem to be doing the best among the services. Both Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, and Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point, North Carolina, are open Thursday for being closed Wednesday. Why were they closed Wednesday? Personnel at Cherry Point were allowed to take leave if they have problems getting to work. Whoa, what the fuck? No, that's not real. Why is there a period and a question mark? I'm so fucking confused.
Let's see if there's any. Oh man, there's no comments. There's no comments on this at all.
Dude, this isn't real.
This is actually from the Military Times. Military Times, a Gannett company, military bases scope with harsh winter storm, just posted.
Is this like hey, write me a shitty fucking
This was
article.
Posted today at 4:00.
Oh my god.
And hey, it almost looks like that thing has a glow belt on it.
Okay, so is that a record? A record is pulling out
someone's Sebring.
Yes, and it looks like
looks like that guy is like command handing. It almost has a command hand.
He's command handing the vehicle
Oh, read this.
North Carolina. Oh my god. National Guard members support the South Carolina Department of Public Safety along I-26 looking for stranded motorists on February 12 in the wake of the winter storm.
Pax? It has a glow belt.
Yo, there's 6 pictures for the next one.
This is just too good.
Yo, they're using military vehicles for like to move snow and distribute salt everywhere.
As if we're in Russia.
Mother Russia.
Oh, dude, this guy's a glow belt on. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
Virginia National Guard soldiers from Petersburg based 116th Brigade's Special Troops Battalion, 16th Brigade Combat Team perform health and welfare checks of abandoned and stranded vehicles February 13th during winter storm operations. More than 200 Virginia Guard personnel are staged across the Commonwealth and are ready to rapidly respond if needed by Virginia State Police or local emergency response organizations.
With glow belt.
Damn.
Pushing and assisting vehicles.
I can dig it though.
Oh yes, it's all about the kids. Yes, they have a picture with the kids.
Thank God, dude. Thank God they were there. Staff Sergeant Matthew Wainwright left, and wait, am I allowed to say his name?
Yeah, say it. It's on
Master
there.
Sergeant George Chavez, both with 165th.
It's Jorge.
Whoa.
Call me George.
My name is George. Airlift Wing, Georgia Air National Guard secured 4-month-old Dakota into Humvee on February 12th in Augusta, Georgia, during a mission to evacuate a family from a home which lost its power and heat as a result of winter. Is the thing now winter storm packs?
I guess it's called winter storm packs.
I think Snowmageddon is like a way better name for this.
Snowpocalypse.
Snowpocalypse. Winter storm packs isn't
Oh yes.
It's not intimidating as those names. Really. Virginia National Guard soldiers from 1st Battalion, 116th Infantry Regiment install tire chains on their Humvee on February 12th to prepare for possible winter storm operations. Oh my god, dude. Dude, we really are back in garrison. Damn.
This is actually real. That's why it's just so good.
Well, at least they're using the military for something.
Other than smoke checking
Yeah.
American citizens in fucking Pakistan.
Oh my god. Dude.
You gotta go slow with the dog. You just gotta go slow. Want to hit?
Sure.
Well, we should. This is a little sweeter.
What is that?
This is Virginia bourbon from Virginia Gentleman. Actually, pretty good. I don't go for the expensive stuff.
I thought this was the
Fighting Cock?
Fighting Cock, the B shit.
Oh, the honey stuff?
Yeah, the B shit.
That's pretty good. Oh snap! Here we go. Here's a good one. This is actually a story.
Afghanistan frees detainees. U.S. calls dangerous.
There's a guy in a PKM. Or not, is that a PKM? That's a PKM.
Kabul, Afghanistan released 65.
Kabul?
I said Kabul. Is it Kabul?
It's Kabul.
Kabul, Afghanistan released 65 accused militants from a former U.S. prison on Thursday despite protests from the American military, which says the men are Taliban fighters who will likely return to the battlefield to kill coalition and Afghan forces. The move further strains relations with Washington and Afghan President Hamid Karzai, whose increasingly anti-American rhetoric and refusal to sign a long-negotiated bilateral security deal has heightened uncertainty ahead of the year-end withdrawal of most international combat troops. Karzai ordered the detainees released several weeks ago, less than a year after his government took over the prison from U.S. troops. The decision prompted angry denunciations from Washington. U.S. forces in Afghanistan say some of the men were responsible for killing and wounding dozens of international and Afghan soldiers, as well as making bombs that have killed civilians. The prisoners were freed just after 9 a.m. from the Parwan detention facility near the U.S. Bagram airfield, about 45 kilometers, 28 miles north of, Kabul. According to prison spokesman Major Nimtala Kaki. They were laughing and smiling as they boarded a bus to leave the facility, he said. The U.S. had urged for the detainees to face trial in Afghan courts, citing strong evidence against them, from DNA linking them to roadside bombs to explosive residue on their clothes. However, Kabul cited insufficient proof for holding them. Karzai has referred to the Parwan prison as a Taliban producing factory, where innocent Afghans have been tortured into hating their country. That's pretty bad. That's horrible. The president had long demanded that the U.S. return over the prison to Afghan authorities, a process completed last March after lengthy negotiations, largely over American concerns that some of the most dangerous detainees would go free. The The U.S. military strongly condemned Thursday's release, saying some of those set free were directly linked to attacks of wounded or killed or wounded 32 U.S. coalition personnel and 23 Afghan security personnel or civilians. They have killed Afghan men, women, and children, U.S. forces in Afghanistan said in a statement. Adding to the coalition believes their alleged insurgents released from Parwan earlier have already returned to the fight. A statement from the USMC in Kabul on Thursday also condemned the release, saying the Afghan government bears responsibility for the results if those free take up violence. We are requesting a thorough review of each case. Instead, the evidence against them was never seriously considered, the embassy stated. Afghan Defense Ministry spokesman Mohammed Zahir Azimi would not comment on U.S. concerns. Our responsibility is the protection of prisoners, that is all, Azimi said over the phone. The 65 were among 88 detainees in the facility that are the subject of dispute between Kabul and Washington. The U.S. says that they are dangerous members of the Taliban insurgency. The Haqqani group of militants and other Islamic radicals bent on fighting foreign Afghan government forces. Among those believed to have walked free Thursday morning was Muhammad Wali, who the U.S. military says is a suspected Taliban explosive expert who allegedly placed roadside bombs targeting Afghan and international forces. The military said Wali had been biometrically linked to 2 roadside explosions and had a latent fingerprint match on another improvised explosive device. He had also tested positive for explosives residue. That's so weird. So they just get your clothes and just swab it and then check for explosive plastics or something.
Well, I can't say much about it, but yeah. I can say that those tests are valid and that they are correct.
What kind of chemicals, or you know how to say that either?
Can't say anything about that at all. What I can say though is that those tests are very valuable. They're valuable. They have fantastic science that's behind it. There's guys paid lots and lots of money to develop the science to determine if a bomb is a bomb. So that's what I can say. And the Afghan government is releasing bad people.
Well, that's all I gotta say about that. Right?
Screw it. I'm gonna go through the rest of this. What are your feelings on the Afghan government releasing people who have been tried of crimes?
Well, I think they're only perpetuating the crazy
insurgency.
Yeah, insurgency, because they're not. I mean, all they did was release detainees. They're not really, helping them do something else with their lives except hate America for all that. For the way that we held some of them without cause or whatever, and that's gonna turn around and bite them in the ass, and it's probably gonna bite us in the ass. But we'll see. When was this? Thursday? No, Wednesday? Today.
At 1 o'clock.
Yeah. So.
Damn it, there's no pictures with guys with glow belts.
Fuck.
He's on a Connex, though.
I don't think those guys are American.
No, they're Afghan.
Yeah.
That's the Afghan flag.
Okay.
He's got it's like a Russian PKM or MPK. Can't really tell what that is. It looks like a PKM or MPK. It's belt fed. It's kind of like a 240. 240 yeah. Bravo. So it's interesting about how the story is coming out with the current news about the Afghan government releasing the people who have been in a detention facility. What I don't see in there is if they've actually been tried within a Afghan court. Now, I'm not saying that the Afghan courts would be anywhere near justice for anyone, either for the person person involved or for America either. So it's kind of it's going to be neutral in the sense that it's bad for everyone. But I haven't saw anything in the article that actually talks about that. That's an issue. I mean, if there is people being just held on whatever charges, but not actually tried in a court, either an Afghan court or an American court, that's a problem. And so, you can do as much work as you want, you can gather all the evidence that you want, but if you're just going to turn them over to the Afghans to be tried, but yet they're not actually tried in a court of, their choosing, which, in my opinion, they have a right to. I mean, if America's their now new protectorate for the past 9 or 11 years, or however long we've been in Afghanistan, they do have due process under their law of Afghanistan, and that's part of it as well. They should be allowed to go to a court of Afghanistan, and there's probably a lot of hyperbole and a lot of dramatic politics within this post as well that they're not really talking about, but that they're just pushing politics. They're not actually talking about how the actual process of the law goes with Afghanistan for releasing prisoners or for trying them in a court, but that's part of it as well. I like everyone to keep their prayers for the 2 contractors who passed away 2 days ago in Afghanistan. These gentlemen are never talked about. Any of us contractors who die or get hurt, no one ever even mentions a word. The fact that, sure, you can fight and die for your country, but God forbid that you work for a company. And if you work for a company,
what's that for?
You will not get a cross. You will not take part in any parades. No one will ever even mention your name.
Except us.
The gentlemen who passed away, from my knowledge, were DEA, Justice, along those lines, on a justice sort of program, criminal justice, CJPS or DEA kind of contract, with near the prison of Pulichari, which is one of the main prisons in Afghanistan. And they were driving, and a vehicle went up to them and blew up, and 2 American contractors died. From what I saw, possibly they worked for DynCorp. It's not, obviously their jobs are classified, so who knows when it'll actually be released, their names and things like that. But they deserve just as much as any other soldier for their work. Just because you might be working for a company for the American government doesn't mean any less. You die for your country in another country in a shithole. You should be memorialized. And I'd ask those of you who pray, please pray for their families. And if you don't pray, when you find out when they're who they are, and if there's a donation set up, please donate to those families. They may need your help. The money as contractors make isn't that great. Sure, we might make $100,000 a year, but there's no medical care, there is no benefits, and Defense Base Act probably will only give out maybe $50,000 or less to bury their loved ones, and that's unacceptable. And it's up to you to help those families when the information is released. So that was on my my mind this weekend because I may have known these gentlemen. I'm not really sure. There's a lot of people I don't keep up with that are deployed. And for those of you who are, that I keep track of, I'm glad you guys are safe. Got anything else, Jose?
I do not.
This weekend?
No, that's it.
Oh, good news for this weekend. So I was getting my car fixed.
Right.
I was hanging out at a coffee shop.
Yo. Dude.
And I was eyeing this girl, you know, from far away.
Yeah.
She was very beautiful, and I was like, I didn't, you know, I'm kind of keep to myself these days, so I didn't really, you know, do anything. So she ends up sitting by me, and I end up striking up a conversation, and gave her the business card.
Whoa.
Gave her the business card, and yeah, hopefully she calls me. So this is a little personal thing of mine, you know. I'm kind of hoping it kind of works.
Yo, I hope it works out.
And she's not military, so that'll be good too. So yeah, because those military girls are trouble.
I know.
They are trouble.
Yes.
This one's a college student, so that'll be good. A little younger than me, so they won't have as much baggage. So that's always good. Baggage kind of sucks sometimes. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, it's one of my dating things of this week. You know, dating isn't always a topic most of us men really talk about often.
No.
How's your dating life going, Jose?
Dude, I don't date people.
You don't date people.
No.
You're seeing a gal though, right?
I am seeing a gal, yes.
A gal.
A gal.
A gal.
One.
How's your dating life going with that gal?
I don't know, because I actually tried to go on a date with her once, and it was weird because I already know her. So it wasn't a, you know, get to know you date. It was more of a let's go hang out and kind of be awkward date.
Where did you take her?
I took her to
It's like a restaurant?
No, we
like
went.
A fancy place?
We went to a park.
A park.
Yeah.
Did you like have a bottle of wine? Like
No, that's at a park. No,
What?
It was like at a
What are you
park,
thinking?
like a park. Anyways,
girls want wine and roses. You didn't know this?
no,
That wasn't in the Marine Corps Code of Conduct.
dude, I'm not.
Manual?
I'm not good with like women. Anyways, I took her to there, and then I took her to. Well, I didn't take her. What was my idea? That's the thing about this thing. It wasn't like a date planned out from me.
It was she planned it out.
No, we both like agreed to something,
Okay.
and we did it. Then we went to a botanical garden, and then we went to Red Lobsters.
See, ladies like Red Lobster. I personally don't like it, but that's pretty schwanky to most.
That's okay, I guess.
Did she like it?
I liked it. She liked it. I'm pretty sure she liked
So
it.
how was it weird?
Because, you know, when you're on a date, like, you're supposed to get to know somebody better,
Mm-hmm.
or at all, or something. And you're trying to impress that other person to, you know, do stuff with. Like, under the sheets. But I thought it was weird because I already know her, and we did stuff already. So it's like, I'm just hanging out with her.
So how was that weird?
Because I didn't consider it as a date, to be honest. I just considered it as us doing whatever couple stuff do,
Okay.
you know, so.
And that's not how she saw it?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure she did. She kind of like made fun of me, so.
Made fun of you in a good way?
I don't know. She's an asshole.
But you feed off of that, though. See, this is the difference.
I guess.
You feed off of her responses, right?
Yeah. So I guess that's why might not consider it a date, because she was like, "Oh, awesome date." I don't know.
Well, she verbally said "awesome date."
Well,
That's different.
It was sarcastically said, you know. It was like, "Oh, really? Awesome."
Well,
I'm not gonna say it was horrible. I mean, we had a good time. It was just, I wasn't trying to get in her pants. You know what I mean?
so the next time, you probably should just take her to a dive bar, right? Get her really drunk, and then just take her back home and leave her there and drive away. and then she'll call you, right? So that when she calls you, then you go back to her house. See, you're playing the mind game, right? So you gotta treat her like crap because that's what she wants.
I always treat her like crap.
Well, then maybe this idea is bad. Maybe you should just do the opposite. You should just show up to her house, silent, roses, have like Chinese, like a wine bottle, like glasses, you know, like put out a blanket and some, you know, some candles.
Some Barry White.
Some Barry White or some Mark Anthony, you know.
Mark
whatever.
Anthony?
Mark Anthony. He was with
Ricky Iglesias?
He's gay.
Dude,
And,
come on. Don't say that.
No. He actually likes guys.
I know,
But Mark Anthony was with, like, Miss Universe. I mean, the guy who's with Miss Universe, that's legit. That guy knows what's going on with the ladies.
Okay, I see your point.
So, what I'm saying, get some wine, some Chinese takeout, her favorite movie, put out a blanket, some candles, eat on the floor. Don't even have to say anything. Just be you.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was doing that day, so I wasn't really trying to impress her. I was just doing my thing.
Maybe she wants a bad guy.
I don't know.
Some ladies just want the bad boys.
Well, I mean, she wasn't, like, pissed or anything.
No. They want the bad boys. Pick them up, take them to dive bars, like BW3s, treat them like crap.
Dude, you already said that.
Well, some ladies like that.
No, I'm not. I can't do that. Not publicly. I'd be too shy. Maybe if it's like just me and her, I'll do that.
See, there you go.
But not around other people.
Some ladies, yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying I have my moments, but I don't know. I just haven't been on a date like ever.
Like a real date.
Yes.
Real.
Where I'm trying to, put my game on or something and trying to get in those jeans. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, girl, let me holler at you. You know what I mean? Like,
do you shit with that ass?
Yo, baby, you shit with that ass? Right? I haven't done that yet. But that's okay. I don't care. Fuck it.
So, here's an interesting one. Here's the worst date that I've ever been on in my entire life. Here I am, 17 years old. One of my first dates in the entire world. So at the time, I was living on an island. You know, I didn't really have much money. You know, I worked at a kiosk. You know, I was, pulling down like $7 an hour or something like that, And I meet this girl, while I was working at the kiosk, and I'm like, hey, you want to go to dinner sometime? I know this really awesome Italian place. So, get her number, take her to the place. Things are going good. 15 minutes in, she's all like, oh, I've been having a really hard time. I was in the hospital and I tried to kill myself.
What?
And then she busts out the antipsychotics.
Dude.
Now, I don't mind a girl with some mental instability. I am a guy who likes to save. Give me a lady who needs saving, I have a savior complex. I will save you. That can't be saved. A lady who wants to take her life and who is on drugs is not a lady you want to save. Unless you were that hardcore of a gentleman who was willing to save them. Yeah. I was willing to further things on, although that a couple of dates after that, I just knew, it's like, yeah, this is not gonna happen. This isn't gonna work.
Did you hit it?
What kind of question is that? Oh, did you hit it, bro?
Did you hit it, bro? Did you get that shit, bro?
Yeah, that's not the kind of intellectual type of conversation we're going to have. This is the type of intellectual conversation where we talk about,
What?
real dating things. And
I just told you I've never been on a date, though.
Well, that's why we talk about it.
Well, maybe that was a date. I was so...
It was a date.
I wasn't... Fuck.
So what you do need to do is you need to say, hey, baby, I'm going to dress up. I would like you to dress up. I will take you somewhere nice. That's all you have to say. Because you're currently dating the girl. And if she's down, she's gonna be down. She's like, oh, it's so nice. What time would you like to meet me? And you meet her, pick her up,
Do that again. That's pretty funny.
No.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's what chicks do. Like, oh, it's so nice. What time you want to meet me? That's exactly what happens. And,
just keep talking like that. That's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I like your lisp. It's like, that's like this.
Thanks, Jose. Yeah. So, this has been Death Metal Chronicles episode. U.S. Marines deployed to Northern Virginia for Snowpocalypse extraction. I hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. And if you do need help, you should call the Pentagon switchboard.
Whoa, no way.
We'll find the number in real time. Pentagon toll-free number. We actually searched this up while we were overseas because we didn't have people that could help us. You can call the Pentagon Federal Credit Union at 800-225-6378, and they can probably transfer you. There actually is a Pentagon number that you can just call. It has like some operations center or whatever, and you can contact. Oh, here we go. The Department of Defense hotline. Here we go. Ooh, here's the one at the Marine Corps. This is perfect.
Dude.
1-800-424-9098. So if you need help for the Snowpocalypse, you can call up the United States HQMC, and they will deploy a Marine directly to your driveway and help you get out of the snow.
Toll free. I will probably be the one doing that. I hate you.
We love all of you. And, so if you need help, call up the Pentagon, USMC HQ.
Let me tell them I love them too. I love you guys.
Please subscribe. We have 6 subscribers.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty bad is what it is. I love all the subscribers, but all the people who have watched it and haven't subscribed, we're coming to your house and bearding you.
I'm going to kiss you because
you don't have a beard, do you?
I don't. I'm trying to grow one, but it sucks.
We love you. Goodbye.